Recording in progress.
Om Asmadgurubhyo Namaha. Krishno Rakshatu no Jagatraya Guruhu. Krishnam Namasyamyaham. Krishne Namarasatra Vinihataha. Krishnaya Tasmai Namaha. Krishna Deva Samuthidam Jagadidam. Krishnasya Dasosmiham. Krishne Tishtati Sarvametadakhilam. He Krishna Samrakshamam. Jai Sriman Narayana. With the blessings of Sri Chinajaya Swamiji, we are continuing Bhagavad Gita, chapter 7. We finished sloka 12 in our last session. We'll continue with sloka 13 today. Today, we are going to unravel the mystery. Things that are, misunderstood by many. When misunderstood about God, misunderstood about the realities, are confused, misunderstood or confused about what Paramatma said, what Lord Krishna said. We will be clearly explaining what he said. Okay, so hopefully that will be that will clarify any doubts people have. So before we proceed, this is one of the most important slokas that we're going to learn in Bhagavad Gita. Okay, so I'm sharing the screen. Sloka 13. Please chant. Tribhirgunamayair-bhavaihi.
Tribhirgunamayair-bhavaihi.
Yebhis sarvamidam jagat.
Yebhis sarvamidam jagat.
Mohitam nabhijanati.
Mohitam nabhijanati.
Mamebhyah paramauvyayam.
Mamebhyah
Paramavayam.
Let's chant together.
Tribhirgunamayair-bhavaihi. Yebhis sarvamidam jagat. Mohitam nabhijanati. Mamebhyah paramavayam.
So, so far, Lord Krishna in the previous few slokas, Lord Krishna mentioned who he is, right? Very clearly. This entire Prakruti is emanating from him, he is the origin of this material nature. He is the supporter of all the Jivatmas as well. He is the one who is giving life to all the beings. I'm just summarizing at a very high level without going into all the details of the slokas. He is the life. He is supporting all beings. This entire nature belongs to him, right? Everything belongs to him. He is the only independent entity. Everything else depends on him. He's not only supporting the bodies and jivatmas, he's also supporting the qualities that we normally think of, like smell or fire, heat of the fire. These are the qualities of the Panchabhutas and all their various combinations, right? So he's supporting the qualities, he is giving the life, and he is having this entire universe as his body. All beings are part of him. Okay, so far he gave very clearly, and he is the supreme. He is the supreme. Like there is nothing beyond him, nothing superior compared to him, right? So far good. So when he is there everywhere, right? Why are people not able to see him? Now, why are people not able to recognize him, realize him? isn't it? That's the question you get. So, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, like that somebody saying, right? But if I'm not able to see him, right? Then why? Why we are not able to see him? So Lord Krishna is saying, idam sarvam jagat mohitam. This entire world is deluded, fooled, tricked. Okay, it's it's as if something is covering, right? The delusion. The delusion is what is covering. So this entire world is deluded by what? Ebhihi, tribhihi, gunamayehi, bhavai. Wherever that bhihi comes, by, right? Plural by. So by all these objects. So here in the previous slokas, he said, this entire nature is composed of the three objects of three gunas, right? Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas. They are emanating from me. So this entire world is deluded by the objects that are composed of or having these three qualities, Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas. Ataha, therefore, Mam na abhijanati. Therefore, do not recognize me. So basically, this entire world, idam sarvam jagat, na abhijanati. Do not recognize me, right? Recognize me as what? Ebhyaha paramavyayam. That I am superior and immutable beyond these objects. Ebhyaha, beyond this, right? I am supreme and immutable beyond all these objects. So it is because of the delusion that this entire world and world of all of us, right? Jagat, the entire world is having, because of the delusion caused by the qualities of the objects, caused by the gunas. Okay, the sattva, rajas, and tamas gunas, we are not able to recognize Paramatma. It is not that Paramatma is not there, right? He is there for us to clearly realize, recognize him. But because we are deluded by these three gunas of this nature, okay, actually we cannot avoid that. Our body is made up of nature, and nature is having three qualities, sattva, rajas, and tamas. So we are covered by or deluded by these three gunas. So we are not able to recognize him. So one thing we need to see is, if if we see that all these objects are Paramatma, then he can't say that I am superior compared to them, right? Isn't it? So one more reason why he mentioned in the previous sloka that they're all in me, but I'm not in them, means like, don't think that object is Paramatma. I'm beyond that object. That object is created by me. It is supported by me. This life to that object is given by me. But I am superior compared to whatever material nature that you're seeing. Okay, all that material nature is within me, but I am not that material nature. Don't be deluded by that. Oh, I have to run after that material nature. There is something, beyond that material nature, beyond all these objects. There's something beyond the three gunas that we need to seek, that we need to achieve, right? But unfortunately, because of the delusion that is caused by these qualities, we are not able to see. Okay. So basically, they are the ones that are causing ignorance in us. So, what is the first ignorance that we get because of these three qualities?
The ignorance that not recognizing we are not the body and mind.
Yes. Yeah. Perfect. The ignorance that we think that we are body, the physical body. We don't recognize that we are Atma. The ignorance that the three realities exist. There is Paramatma beyond this material. All this wonderful material nature. I mean, it's not that material nature is bad, right? That's also really God's creation. So must be really beautiful. But there is beyond that. So that is what we don't recognize. So all that we only focus on everything material, right? That is the delusion that we get. I am body and I need to possess all this material. I am independent. I need to live the life to the maximum extent possible, enjoying all this or acquiring and enjoying. If somebody already has it, they enjoy. If someone doesn't have it, they run after the materialistic things, and then in order to enjoy them to the maximum extent. So that is a delusion that does not make us realize Paramatma is beyond all these things, right? So something really shiny is there on the corner, but on the other side of the corner, you have somebody is making magic and trying to trick you and all that. I'm going to, make you famous. I'm going to give you a lot of money. And I mean, so our focus will go to the other side of the other corner of the room, right? But this corner, let us say there is a very valuable diamond. And, if our focus is turned towards other side, we won't see the existence of the valuable diamond. It doesn't mean that the diamond doesn't exist, right? So something is so this Prakriti, that is combination of these three gunas, is deluding us, is making us look away from Paramatma. Okay, so it is causing. So this is where I said the very important sloka. So it is causing an illusion that something does not exist. Prakruti is not the illusion. So let us look at the next sloka. So we learned Prakriti is causing the delusion so that people do not recognize. Because of that, people do not recognize me, right? That I'm the one who is supreme beyond all these objects. So let us look at the next sloka. Sure.
Yeah. Ask something, sir.
Mhm.
Just would like to know whether my understanding is right or wrong. I know the existence, I mean, no doubt about it, Paramatma is all pervasive and everything. But if I compare, maybe it's my ignorance, I just want to compare with something, right? Always say he is all pervasive, Nirguna Brahma. So whatever the material we take, it's him. He's in that, right? But we say everything else is avyayam, vyayam, perishable, it can be destroyed and all that. But again, that is in him, right? For example, if I compare something made by blocks, right? So I'm not talking about shape or anything. So if I say this, all blocks are like this, everything, all beings in this universe, and whatever the form that has taken with that blocks is Paramatma, nothing beyond, everything infinity, there is no outside or inside. But when it is perish, right, whatever the thing, but we are saying Bhagavan is not perishable, right?
I
So
think I understand your question.
but
Right. So to you, it appears something is lost, something is destroyed, perishing, right? So if that is the body of Paramatma, so then that Paramatma is Paramatma also getting perished or destroyed, or at least changing. On one side, you're saying that Paramatma is immutable, right? So is that your question?
No, actually, I just want to know whether my understanding, like suppose you burned something,
Mhm.
say wood is there first and you burnt. Again, it will be like ash. Ash is like becomes.
Right.
So that's how I understood. Whatever, like, the next thing, um, so in a way, it's not perishable, the wood.
Wood is, I mean, so the material,
The
the
material,
material, not the form.
not the form. Yeah.
If you take the whole material, material can neither be created
Ah,
nor destroyed. Okay, but
that's
it
true.
can change forms.
Yep.
Okay, it can change form. I mean, this is the great principle that they used for atom bomb. So material can change into a form of energy even. It appears as if it is destroyed, but it's not. It is changing form to energy, right? So at the beginning of the creation, he takes out the raw material needed to make this entire creation, okay, and inserts all the jivatmas into all this material nature, and that's how everything starts. Birth. Imagine even birth of a star is also a birth, not just human beings or animals, and right. So everything is being born when material is combined with the Atma, right? So then it starts taking life, and then it has that particular body has a life on its own, has to experience whatever karmic bondages, karmas it has to go through, or whatever duty that is assigned it has to do for that particular life. And at the end of the that assigned life, then the material again gets disseminated. It
Yeah.
gets recycled. It will not remain as that particular, as a say a planet or a star or a human being or an animal. It does not stay exactly like that. It will change into its individual elements, the five fundamental elements of the nature, and then again it is used for another birth.
Mm.
Okay, if not immediately, maybe after a million years. All right. So it is, material is never destroyed, even while it is in this particular creation. It's only recycled. Now at the end of the day of Brahma, it's going into that entire material nature is you know the creation stops and the material goes inside. Now then at the end of Brahma's life, right? The whole creation goes back into Paramatma, and then next Brahma starts.
Can I
We
say
went
that
through that
substance is the
cycle.
Paramatma, sir?
Um,
Can I say that substance is
mhm.
Paramatma?
Yeah, it is part of his body. You can consider it is Paramatma's body only.
Mm.
He takes it out of him. They give a very good example, or acharyas give a very good example to understand. You have this spider, right? Spider takes out the web and builds very nice web. Where did it come from?
Okay. From
It
its.
came from inside the spider only. And then after some time, the spider takes back the entire web into it again. Just to understand, it's a very low level, but it kind of gives us an example. Okay, something comes out and stays for some time, does whatever it has to do, and then it goes back into spider, right? Same way, Paramatma takes out this entire material nature, takes out of the Jivatmas, combines them, the creation starts. Then at the end of at the end of era, at the end of creation, everything goes back into him. Right? And then the next cycle starts again. So even when everything goes back into Paramatma, it is not like destroyed, it is only changing form.
Mm.
Jivatmas are also not destroyed. I mean, the material nature changes form. Jivatmas don't change form also.
Mm.
Okay, so that's the difference. Jivatmas carry the knowledge. They don't change form, right? Material don't carry knowledge and they change form.
Mm.
That's the difference.
Okay, thank you.
So, to us, if it appears that it is being destroyed, it is really not destroyed. It's only changing form. The material is changing form. Right? Okay. So, move on to the next sloka. Please chant. Sloka 14. Daivi hyesha gunamayi
Daivi Hesha Gunamai
Daivi
mama maya duratyaya
Mama Maya
Maya
Duratyaya
Durataya
Mame ye prapadyante
Mame
Mameva
Vaye
Ye
Prapadyante
Prapadyante
Maya metam tarantite.
Maya Metam
Metam Taranti Te
Please chant together.
Daivi Hesha
Daivi
Gunamai
Shagunamayi
Mama Maya
Maya
Duratyaya
Durataya
Mame Vaye
Mameva Ye
Prapadyante
Prapadyante
Maya
Maya
Metam
Metam
Tarantite
Taranti Te.
The word Maya is coming here. Okay, in this sloka. So Lord Krishna is saying, Esha is this, Daivi Gunamayi Mama Maya, my Prakruti, Mama Maya, my Prakruti, or nature, material nature, Daivi and Gunamayi. Daivi is divine and Gunamayi composed of qualities. What qualities? Trivir Gunai said, right? The qualities, three qualities, Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas. Duratyaya, very difficult to overcome. So, Daivi, Esha Daivi Gunamayi Mama Maya Duratyaya Hi. This Prakriti, which is divine and composed of three qualities, Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas, very difficult to overcome indeed. Duratyaya, you cannot overcome. Okay? Ye Mameva Prapadyante, those who take refuge in me, Ye means those who Mam Eva Prapadyante, who take refuge in me, only Eva is there, only, right? Mam Prapadyante means who take refuge in me. But Eva is only. Te etam mayam taranti. Te means they. Etam mayam taranti will overcome this Prakriti, will cross beyond this Maya, beyond this Prakriti. So, in the previous sloka, Lord Krishna said very clearly, the Prakriti is the one, okay, that is causing us delusion. Okay, because of our delusion caused by the Prakriti. Okay. That means Prakruti is the one that is causing delusion for us. Okay, so Lord Krishna is in this particular sloka is saying this Mama Maya is saying. There he didn't say Mama Prakruti. Okay, Mama. So the Maya here is referring to one that was explained in the previous sloka, right? Now that is the Prakruti which has the three qualities. Again, Mama Maya, Daivi Gunamayi, he said. So he is referring to that Gunamayi Prakruti only, right? Qualified as Maya, okay? And said Duratyaya is very difficult to overcome. So one that is very difficult to overcome is complex for us, right? Beyond what we can do, isn't it? By ourselves, right? So this Prakriti composed of three gunas, difficult to overcome by ourselves. And that he's making it very clear, saying, Mameva prapadyante, ye mameva prapadyante. So those who take refuge in me only, they will cross over this Maya, which is again referring to Prakriti only. Okay, the reason the Maya is given here is not to say that it is an illusion. Maya is typically associated with illusion. Okay, this Prakriti is not illusion. If that was his idea, I mean, if that is the reality, Lord Krishna would have said, hey, what you're saying is just, is an illusion, not your problem. It is just an illusion. Once you say that it is an illusion, you can simply cross it, just cross over, right? Isn't it? If it appears like there is, like water, right? Water is flowing. On top of that, there is glass, let us say. But the glass is not visible. You see only the water, let us say. Then if somebody says, hey, that is an illusion. It's just water is really not flowing. You can simply walk on it. If somebody says that, will you still now, have difficulty walking? No, right? So if it is illusion, then just the fact that you say that it is an illusion, we should be able to cross over. But this is so complex. The entire Prakriti made of three gunas is so complex that we have to surrender ourselves to Paramatma only. Only then it is possible to overcome this. Okay. It is this Prakriti is not imaginary or unreal. This Prakriti is real. Okay. Only thing is, it is so complex that we cannot cross over. We cannot unentangle ourselves from it. So once we get into this Prakriti, we keep in this cycle only. Okay, because of the three gunas that affect us. Okay, not only our body. I mean, our body is made up of material nature that is having three gunas, and our body is acquiring the three gunas constantly from the nature. So we are affected by them. We are deluded by them. We are not able to see Paramatma, recognize him. We are not able to surrender to him. So what Lord Krishna is saying, this Prakriti, which is causing delusion to you, I'm referring to as the complex Prakriti, Maya, the one that is causing delusion for you, is you will be able to overcome when you surrender to me only. Okay. So none of our efforts on our own would be successful. Okay. So it is like somebody who falls into this quicksand. If you try as much as possible to just try to come out, will go inside on, will not be able to come out. Only somebody who, from outside can pull us out, right? So same way, when we are in this Prakruti, we cannot come out of it by ourselves. We have to surrender ourselves to Paramatma, and he is the only one who can make us cross this Prakriti or go beyond this Prakriti or get liberated from this Prakriti, get moksha finally. Right? Any questions on this? So this is one more reason for saying that the Prakriti is actually real. This Maya does not refer to an illusion, Prakriti as an illusion. Now, there is one way we can understand is that if I have to motivate somebody, if I have to motivate you, let's say somebody is always, going to movies and enjoying. Okay, how can I make him stop?
Do something better than.
You can say that that's not real.
We can
The
explain that.
experience that you're getting is not real. What you see in movies is, just an illusion that you see. It's not real. Maybe that it is possible that in order for us to focus only on Paramatma, not on Prakriti. Okay, Prakriti is so daivi. It's so divine. It's so beautiful. It's so complex. So we get a lot of good experiences from Prakriti. So we want to run after Prakriti. We just have to say whatever experiences that you're getting are, just an illusion, in a sense that they are not going to, to make us focus on the reality, right? If I say this is not real, then we focus on what is real, Paramatma. So in that aspect, it is fine. Okay, but it is actually, it is entangling us. It's a reality that is entangling us. Okay, just by wishing that, oh, it's imaginary and close our eyes, it does not. See, if it is imaginary, if it is all in our imagination, then we shouldn't be affected by Prakriti at all. But even if we close our eyes, wish that it is not there, still also it will affect us. So it is not going away by itself. Okay. So the Lord Krishna is making it very, very clear that we need to surrender to him in order to come out of this particular cycle, right? Come out of this complex Prakriti. Okay. Yeah.
Paramatma created Prakriti, right? So he created Prakriti with Sattva, Rajas, Tamas, Gunas for us to live. With one side, he created them, right? Oh, he created them saying that don't go there, but come to me, right? Sorry, maybe it's illogical.
Yeah, it's a tricky question. I understand it. Why did he even create that and put us in this kind of a loop?
Right,
and then saying that you have to surrender to me to come out of it.
Like, there is an example, right? the vadas, when you make vadas, garelu, they have to be fried in the oil. Then only, you know, you get that moksha. Or something
Right,
similar
right.
to that. With samsara.
So we are carrying the karmic bondage from God knows for how long. And in order to experience, you know, the effects of that karmic bondage, we need the sattva, rajas, and tamas. And one more thing that we need to see is, I was looking at it, like why in this particular sloka, Lord Krishna said Daivi Gunamayi. Right? Prakruti, when he's referring to Prakruti, he said Daivi. It's created by me, right? Divine. It is created by me. So it is not bad. This is very important. The Prakriti is not bad. Okay. Prakriti, that's one more thing. I mean, it is real, we can experience it. But how we need to experience it, the difference. So Paramatma gave this Prakriti for us, for our livelihood, for our enjoyment only. Okay. But we kind of turn it into problem for ourselves by thinking that I am independent, I need to enjoy it for myself, so I don't recognize Paramatma. So if we recognize Paramatma in everything, this entire nature, and whatever results we get, we treat it as Paramatma's blessings to us. We continue to do our duty as service to God, right? And whatever experiences we get, we just take it as blessings and give up all attachments. All this principle that we have learned earlier. We are, I think, there will not be any negative effects of this Prakriti. We will only see the positive effects only. So it will be giving us enjoyment. So the purpose of giving this Prakriti for us, for example, this body, right? It's so complex. Okay, nobody could replicate human body so far. So complex. Why did he give? For our own sake. We are able to do all these things. But if I think that I am doing it for myself and think that I am body, then I'm gone. Same body, if I think that this body belongs to Paramatma and he gave me this for his service, then I'll get only positive things from it. Right? So it is not, we should not see this as a bad thing for us. We should treat it as Paramatma only, whatever we are seeing this entire nature, but only take whatever is good for us. I mean, just because some poison is there, we don't take it, right? So, but the poison may be good for some other animal or something else, but we don't take it. Same way, just because this entire nature is there, we don't try to enjoy, without any constraints, right? Or only live for enjoyment of this, this entire nature. No. Then we are not going to overcome it. That's why surrender to Paramatma will give us this knowledge and then that knowledge will elevate us. And then we will be coming out of it. It's like this rocket booster, which will, once it lights up, it will just go, right? So if it will go into the, outer orbits. If that knowledge is not there, surrendering to Paramatma is not there, then we will, rotate here only or fall in some ocean, things like that.
Thank you. Yeah.
Good question. Thank you. Okay. we'll move on to the next sloka. Sloka 15. Please chant. Namam dushkruti no mudhaha
Namam
Namam dushkrit
Mudhaha
prapadyante naradhamaha
prapadyante
Prapadyante
naradhamaha
mayaya pahruta jnanaha
maya
Maya
sahృతజ్ఞానాః
asuram bhavamasritaha
Asuram
asuram
Bhavamashita
bhavamashritāः
Let's chant together.
Namam
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 Dushkriti no Mudha
prapadyante
Prapadyante
naradhamaः
Maya
prasthanaः asuram
Asuram Bhavamashita
bhavamashritāः.
So Lord Krishna said, this delusion, Prakriti is causing delusion. Because of that, you don't recognize me as the supreme. And only when you surrender to me, you will come out of this particular, or you will overcome this Prakriti, the complex Prakriti. Okay. Now, Lord Krishna is saying in this particular sloka, even though we know, even though the solution is that surrender to Paramatma is the solution to overcome this Prakriti, okay, there are some who do not, okay, do not surrender. Okay, he's saying, Dushkrutinaha mam na prapadyante. Namam dushkrutinaha prapadyante. Dushkrutinaha is evildoers who commit sins. Mam na prapadyante, do not take refuge in me. Or those who do not take refuge in me are referred as evildoers, right? Who commit sins. We need to understand this very clearly. So we'll go into more detail after we look at the complete meaning. So there are 4 types of these people who are the sinners, who do not surrender to me. Who are they? Mudhaha, first one. Mudhaha are fools, foolish, deluded people, who have perverted understanding. Okay. So what is the reality? The reality is that Atmas and this entire nature, all, the bodies and all the objects in this nature, in this universe, they belong to God. Okay. And they are dependent on him, right? But these mudhas, the foolish people, they think they are independent. Okay. All this is, their own. Okay. Basically, they don't recognize Paramatma at all. They think everything is existing in this universe for their own personal enjoyment. Okay. So these are the mudhas. They don't recognize Paramatma. They don't know Paramatma. They think everything belongs to themselves. They think their body, all that, right? Everything is there for their own enjoyment. So that is one type of people who do not surrender to Paramatma and who become sinners. Naradhamaha, next set of people. Okay, who are they? Lowest of mankind. So these people, they have some understanding of God and his nature. So Jnana Vijnana Yoga we are learning it. I mean, not at this level, the depth of, okay, who is Paramatma, what is his nature, what does he do, how is he, supporting this entire universe and all that. They do not know all the details, but a little bit they know. Okay? But they do not turn towards God. And they try to keep away from him. It's like, the temple is there, or, something is going on, puja is going on. They know that, oh, it's a God's temple and there is puja going on. But they would not enter. Okay. So again, it is Lord Krishna said later, why that happens. But so they're incapable of being devoted to God. You can't make them come and sit and do the puja. They will not turn towards Paramatma. They know he is there. Okay, he is there, but I will do whatever I want. Right? The first set of people, they don't even recognize. Okay, so Naradhamaha, they are incapable of devotion. Then Mayaya Apahruta Jnanaha, the third set of people. These are the people who are deprived of their knowledge of God, Mayaya, due to false and misleading reasoning. Okay, their knowledge of God is deprived, and because of the false reasoning. Okay, so they have good understanding. So they're now compared to the Naradhamas, these people have little bit more knowledge of Paramatma, God. Okay, they understand his nature, his glory, but they think it's illogical. There are no such things. It's not possible. Okay, and they do not believe in him. Okay, so they so there are some people who call themselves as rationalists and this and that. They try to apply logic, which say that, hey, because I don't see, it doesn't. If I see something, then it exists. If I don't see, then it doesn't exist. Whoever tells you that it exists, is trying to fool you. This kind of, the kind of misleading logic, reasoning that they give, saying, oh, I prayed to God, but I got, like not I, when let's say somebody prayed to God, but he got into all kinds of troubles. Then the other person did not pray to God, but he's getting a lot of enjoyments. And they say, oh, then how can you say God exists? Right? This is a kind of reasoning. So they have some idea that God is the one who is giving everything to people. Some kind of idea exists, but not completely. And they apply, with that half knowledge, they apply their own logic, reasoning, inferences, and then try to say God does not exist, and they, I do not believe in God. They say, okay, all those people who are believing in God, they are not logical. That's what they will claim, right? As if they are the only ones who are having brains. Okay, so that is the Mayaya Apahruta Jnanaha. Their knowledge is deprived. Now, the last set of people, Asuram Bhavamasritaha. Asura is demonic, opposite of divine, right? Asuram Bhavamasritaha, people with demonic nature. Okay, they have good knowledge of Paramatma. Okay, They know His glory, everything. They understand that He is the Supreme. Okay? And they think, oh, why he should have this kind of qualities. They start hating Paramatma. Okay? See, I mean, we have these characters in our scriptures, right? Any examples?
Hiranyakashipu.
Hiranyakashipu.
Right. Why he should be called God? Why I can't be God? I am so powerful. Right? And everybody should pray me. I mean, to some extent, if someone says, I am God, I came here to, I came here to rescue America from, whatever troubles that it is facing. And, you can see these are the asaram bhavamashritaha. Okay. So they're thinking they're superior compared to God. So everybody should pray to them. Everybody should fall on their feet. Okay, like a mild form of Hiranyakashipu. So these are the 4 types of people who will not surrender to Paramatma. And that person who is feeling that he is superior, God sent me here, is what they may say outside, but they have no respect for God. Okay, so these are the 4 types of people, and who is the worst in this? Mudhaha, naradhamaha, mayaya apahruta jnanaha, asuram bhavamasritaha. There are 4 types of evildoers or sinners who do not surrender.
Avamastaha, Modaha. I don't know. Everyone, each one is, I don't know, pretty much. All of them seems to be equally worse.
Yes, so all 4 are evildoers, sinners only.
Mooded.
Modaha.
Asuram bhavamasrita are the worst of all.
Hate. Other people don't hate, at least. This guy hates, right?
Yeah, hates Paramatma. Now, see, the thing is that the Moda is living by himself,
Yeah.
right? Ignorant person. He does not destroy the other people.
Okay.
So as you go now to the next level, to the next level, to the next level, Asaram Bhavamashrita will destroy the whole community. Like you can pray to God, I am the God, right? Or if you, whatever you want from God, you have to go through me. So I become God, right? So poor people, if they are not following this Asaram Bhavamashrita, Asura qualities, right? What are they going to do? They're not going to show their love and affection and caring and all that. They are going to simply destroy the community, right? The people with the demonic nature, they're like they won't let. I mean, there could be multiple variations. One may say God does not exist. Everybody should pray to me. The other person may say God exists, but everybody should pray to me. I am the representative of God.
Mhm.
Okay. So, which is also wrong, right? I mean, why should somebody should pray to you and not to Paramatma? These people won't let them pray to Paramatma. Anyway, so the Asuram Bhavamashrita people are the most sinners. Now we may say, oh, why will I become sinner? Just because I don't believe in God. Can anyone answer that? Evil doers, sinners.
Because they say they are God and they're destroying, destruction, all that.
Yeah. So the Asaram Bhavamashita people are like, they are doing evil activities also.
Mm.
Okay. But let us say, I mean, they're not, out of these 4 people, somebody is just not believing in God and just, doing regular activities, daily activities, not illegal activities and all that. Then how can Lord Krishna call that person as Duskritinaha or evildoers, sinners?
Then he won't be in Asura, he'll be Muda. If he's not.
Ah, right. I mean, all these 4 are Duskritinaha. All these 4 are evildoers only.
Mm.
Even the one who is foolish also is evildoer.
Because they are against what Paramatma has been telling until now, right? They are independent, they can do everything on their own, right? I mean, all these are, right?
Okay. So typically we think sin is an activity that we commit to other person. Evil, when do you call somebody is doing evil?
Mm.
Somebody is hurting another person, destroying or doing something illegal, robbery, financial or physical or emotional, whatever problem they're causing to other people, especially if it is against the law, right? So you call people as sinners. Okay, but these people may not be doing some of those or any of those. Then
still, right? They're not.
Results, the reaction, whatever they do with that apanamakam, that results in karmic bondage, right? So the reaction comes in.
Against
so
the,
in yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
but, against the quality that Paramatma gave us in all these chapters, right? I think sin doesn't need to be like what you said, right? I mean, we already kind of read that in 3rd chapter, Karma Yoga and everywhere, right? I mean, even if you eat meal without praying to God, and I mean, that's a sin, right? All these are sins. I mean, yes. So the sin pretty much, all these represent the sin, right? What are the qualities these guys are talking about here? Right? Everything
Yeah. So these evildoers, they do not surrender to Paramatma. So those who do things without offering to Paramatma, without recognizing whatever they are getting is from Paramatma, right? And without offering it to Paramatma inside them. I mean, like if I'm eating, I'm earning for myself, eating for myself, for my own enjoyment, right? Then that it is eating papam, right? So that is sin. So if see sin or evil does not mean you are hurting somebody. If we are not recognizing Paramatma, not surrendering to him and doing our activities, how we do it. I'm independent. I'm doing these activities with my own abilities. This is my action. The results are for me, my own enjoyment, or let me enjoy. That is how we do the activities and enjoy, right? Then we are committing sin for ourselves, self. We are acquiring papam. Okay. So we are committing an evil activity onto our Atma. Okay. Hurting a cat or a dog or an animal or something outside, right? It is hurting our own Atma. So it's an evil action. So any activity that these people do becomes an evil action. Because you are hurting your Atma. Right? So we should not, I mean, again, people with false, misleading reasonings, right? They say, "Oh, why is Krishna can say like that? You know, I'm living proper life, without hurting anybody. I'm doing all this, donations and service and all that, but I don't recognize God," which is fine. You're not committing any sins, okay, which is fine. However, we are not clearing our karmic bondage. We are acquiring more karmic bondage. Simple, right? So we have to connect the dots between all the, right? Then only we'll understand, oh, these people are real sinners. If we know these people are sinners, then we would not want to be one of them. Right?
So the ignorant people, that part of modas, right? That's pretty much. Right?
Yes, ignorant people are mudas.
Probably 90%. I don't know. Yeah, sorry to say, but yeah,
Right, right.
including myself.
Okay. I hope, with Acharya's blessings, Paramatma's blessings, we get this knowledge and we practice and also distribute this knowledge to others. So again, those who may be watching this on YouTube, try to distribute this knowledge. Okay, please chant the next sloka, sloka 16. Chaturvidha bhajante mam
Chaturvidha bhajante
Bhajante
janaah sukritino Arjuna
jana sukritino Arjuna
arto jignasuraddharthi
arto jignasurarthi
jnani cha bharatarshabha.
gnani cha bharatarshava
Let's chant together.
Chaturvidha
Chaturvidha
bhajante
bhajante mam
jana
jana
sukritino Arjuna
Arjuna
arto
arto
jignasurarthi
Arti
gnani cha
jnani cha
bharatarshava.
bharatarshava. So in the previous sloka, Lord Krishna talked about four groups of people who are the evildoers, who do not surrender to Paramatma. Okay, and now he's talking about four kinds of people who are Sukrutinaha. Four kinds of people who are pious, who commit good activities. Okay, who are pious. Okay, Lord Krishna is saying, "Hey Bharatarshava, O Arjuna, Chaturvidhaha bhajante mam sukritinaha janaha." Four kinds of pious people worship me. Okay, who are they? Artaha. Artaha is distressed person who lost some wealth or something, who lost some wealth, power, possessions, and desires to get it back. Okay, Artaha. One who lost something and wants to get it back. Something that is material. Ardhardhi is one who is seeking wealth, which they never had it before. Okay. And the third kind of people, Jignasuhu, those who are seeking knowledge of Atma, who want to have self-realization, who want to come out of this cycle. Who want to clean themselves of the karmic bondage. Okay, and finally, Jnani. Jnani is a person who is seeking God. Jignasu is a person who is seeking knowledge of self, for self-realization. And Jnani is the one who is seeking knowledge to attain Paramatma. Okay. This person, Jnani, is the one who knows that is superior, Paramatma is superior compared to Atma. So I should be focused on attaining Paramatma, not on the, my purifying my Atma, right? So Atma is not the goal anymore for these people. For them, it's the God, Paramatma. So they do not stop at seeking self only. Okay. So they consider Paramatma as the highest goal. So these are the four types of people, four kinds of people who are Sukrutinaha, pious. Okay. And they are the ones who surrender to. Okay. Now, in this, we can categorize Arthaha and Ardhardhi as those who are seeking wealth, right? So we can categorize both the Arthaha and Ardhardhi as Aishwaryadhi, another word in Sanskrit. You are seeking wealth, seeking materialistic possession. Okay. And Jignasu is the one who wants to purify their self. So they want to attain what is called Kevala Atma, or you can call that as Kaivalyarthi. That person as Kaivalyarthi. I want to have purified self, no karmic bondage. I don't want to take birth again, but my focus is only Atma, Kaivalyarthi. Then the Jnani is the one who is seeking Paramatma only, wants to reach the state of moksha, so that that Jnani is interested in serving Paramatma. In case of Jignasu, that Jignasu is interested in just remaining by themselves, right? In case of Jnani, they are interested in serving Paramatma, reaching the state of Paramatma, reaching the state equivalent to Paramatma and serving. That is the state of moksha. So these people, we can call them as moksharthi, right? So Aishwaryarthi, Kaivalyarthi, and moksharthi are three kinds of people. If that Aishwaryarthi you can categorize into two, then Arthaha and Ardharthi. So these are the four kinds of people who approach me, who surrender to me. Okay. And the next sloka continues. So we'll continue the next sloka.
But Jignasa also believe in God, right, sir?
Yes, all these four
Yeah.
approach Paramatma, not just Jignasu.
So just because
Even the one who is Arthaha and Ardhardhi also, they approach Paramatma. They surrender to Paramatma. They consider him as supreme, right? But their goal is wealth only. Jignasu goal is knowledge of the self. Jnani's goal is knowledge of Paramatma and reaching the state equivalent to Paramatma, and get that state of moksha. Okay, in all four are these are now good people, right? So in one way we can say that they are cleaning themselves, even though the one who is seeking seeking wealth, approaching Paramatma, is in the positive direction, going in the positive direction, not like completely ignoring Paramatma. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Let's chant next sloka. Tesham jnani nityayuktaha
Tesham jnani nityayuktah
eka bhaktir visishyate
एकभक्तिर्विशिष्यते
प्रियो हि ज्ञानिनोत्यर्थम्
प्रियो हि ज्ञानिनोत्यर्थम्
अहं स च मम प्रियः
अहं स च मम प्रियः
तेषां ज्ञानिनोत्यर्थः
एकभक्तिर्विशिष्यते
प्रियो हि ज्ञानिनोत्यर्थम् अहं स च मम प्रियः
So, out of these four people, who is better? Okay. So Lord Krishna is saying, Tesham, of them, who are they? Artaha, Ardhadi, Jignasu, and Gyani. So out of all these people, of them, Nitya Yuktaha Eka Bhaktihi Jnani. Jnani, who is the seeker of God, Nitya Yuktaha Eka Bhaktihi, who is ever united with me and only worshipping me. Nitya Yuktaha. Yukta means united. Nitya is ever, right? Ever united. Eka Bhaktihi, worshipping only one, that is me, right? Visishyate is the best. So Jnani is the best. Lord Krishna is saying very clearly. Okay. Aham Jnaninaha Atyardham Priyaha. I am inexpressibly, I mean, you cannot express in words, inexpressibly, very dear to the Jnani. I mean, or you can just say, I'm very dear to the Jnani. How much? You can't explain. Like how many stars in the sky? Can we explain? Express? You can't express. Water droplets in an ocean. All these examples, right? That much, that much God is dear to these people. Saha, Jnani, that person, that Jnani, Mama Priyaha, he is my dear. So I am dear to that Jnani, that I cannot express. And he is also dear to me. Okay. So in case of Artaha and Ardhadhi, they're going to Paramatma, they're going to God and asking God, give me wealth. You are the one who will give me. See, they're recognizing, right? It could be for a good purpose, for their living, right? It's God doesn't say that we have to always be poor, right? Otherwise, He won't create wealth in this universe. So people are going to Paramatma, recognizing him. You are the one who will give me the wealth, and so their focus is on receiving something from Paramatma, that wealth. So the means is Paramatma, but the goal is wealth, right? Okay, so that is one set of people. And then Jignasu means is Paramatma, Atma is a goal. Okay, self-realization is a goal. They're going to Paramatma as a means. Okay, and then finally, the Jnani is the goal is Paramatma and means is also Paramatma. Right? For all three, means is Paramatma, but the goal is different. So the Jnani, the goal is also Paramatma. So how much Jnani loves Paramatma that you cannot even express in words. Okay, it's very deep, unlimited. You cannot express. Such a Jnani is very dear to me, Lord Krishna is saying.
So other three categories, you, not you, I mean, like generally, are they ignorant that there is no such thing, liberation? Or like, I know Ardhadi and all, probably many people don't know that, that's a actual goal one should have. But when Jignasi, right? You think Jignasis will be like ignorant of this liberation?
Yeah.
Or they know, they're aware of that there is the actual goal should be that, but I don't want that. I just want, like, I don't mind taking this cycle of birth, but I want to be a clean person. Is that how I can say Jignasi also?
Little bit different. So if I understood correctly. So Jignasu won't take, the one who gets self-realization, they don't take birth again. I mean, what is self-realization? I mean, the karmic bondage is zero, right?
Mhm.
So they recognize their pure self.
Mhm.
Okay. So their focus is, self,
Yeah.
not to serve Paramatma. Their focus is, I don't want to get birth
So
again.
Paramatma after death, you mean? Like after,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, again, there is subtle difference between the two.
Mhm.
Both don't take the self, the one who is Kaivalyarthi also does not take birth. Okay. Their goal is not taking birth only.
Mm.
Their goal is to attain that state of Atma, which is free of karmic bondage.
Okay.
Okay. So their goal is not Paramatma. Their goal is only Atma, self. Okay. And the Jnani, their goal is Paramatma, not their own self. Okay. But in both the cases, the self has to be completely cleared of karmic bondage, because otherwise they will come back. So Paramatma is the one who will clear the karmic bondage. Both of them know that. But they settle for just self-realization, the jignasu, and jnanis, they don't settle for that. They would want the ultimate moksha.
But
I mean,
even
why would somebody want that? I mean, it's mostly because of the ignorance,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
See, if you say that, oh, you can do the meditation, okay? What are the things that you can meditate on? Okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
Some people are not interested in meditating on Paramatma.
Yeah.
Why? I think that only their goal is not that. If I'm not interested in becoming a cricket player, I won't. Even though I know that they may be getting millions, right?
Mm.
And it's not my goal. So, but it is likely that when they go through these births, right? It's likely that they would know that Supreme Paramatma should be our goal, and they would move towards that. If in case their only goal is self-realization, then they will attain that state of Kaivalya. But they will simply be, in a place where they are by themselves, at peace, not taking birth again. I'm not saying that is Swarga, no. It's different from Swarga. Those who go to Swarga, they will come back to take birth again after the Punya's list is over. Whatever we need to experience because of the Punyas. after the merits expire, we have to come back. We might have all gone to Swarga one time, definitely. Otherwise, usually it is not possible to get human birth. So it is not Swarga, it is Kaivalya. Is a place where you would not take birth again, but you will be on your own self. Moksha is where the Atma is able to experience Paramatma and able to serve Paramatma. That is the ultimate bliss. So the bliss of moksha is greater compared to bliss of self-realization.
Yeah.
Interesting slokas. Any questions? It's 9:30. No? Okay. Thank you. We finished sloka 17. Okay. Let's chant the concluding prayer. कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि श्रीमन्नारायणायेति समर्पयामि सर्वं श्रीकृष्णार्पणमस्तु ओम अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः जय श्रीमन्नारायण
Jai
जय
Shri
श्रीमन्नारायण थैंक यू एवरीवन जय
Thank you.
श्रीमन्नारायण
Thank you, sir.
जय
Thank you.
जय श्रीमन्नारायण